Hi everyone, I'm Emily and welcome back to another bullet journaling video. First off, here is a quick flip through of my June bullet journal setup. On the tracker page, it was very satisfying to get to fill in all the little days when I did the stuff I was supposed to do. This adventure section I still need to fill out, but it's for when my parents and I took the dogs camping and I got some little leaves from the place that we camped at. I did a spread of weeks instead of days because this is more of a creative journal than a day-by-day planner. And here is my books read section. I read all 5-star books last month. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. So here is the start of my July spread. I'm starting off with the quote over on the left side that everyone who's ever been a nerd knows, but it's the best quote, so it doesn't matter if it's cliche at this point. I'm sort of taking inspiration from the little swirly planets thing that I did in last month's spread, although some of these end up looking a little bit like atoms or something of that sort. I don't really know what I was going for with this, just something kind of whimsical and easy and a little minimalist, and it ended up looking kind of cool. Over on the right side, I just have July written out with some more little planet doodles, and instead of doing a normal little calendar, I listed all the days from top to bottom, which I think made a cool effect. So on the next page, I'm doing a very similar layout to what I did in June because it worked really well for me. I have the calendar on the top left page, a to-do list on the bottom of the left page, and then the little tracker calendars for all my important things I need to do during the month on the right side of the page. You can see that I messed up on one of the calendars and I started writing day number 32, which is not a thing. So I ended up blocking that little section out and repeating it on all the calendars so it all looked cohesive. On this next page, we have the weeks in July. This is also a very similar spread from my weeks in June planner. Again, this bullet journal is for keeping track of writing and publishing and social media type stuff and the books I'm reading. So it isn't a day-by-day planner, so it works best for me to put all the stuff I need to do in a weekly schedule because I'm not technically doing anything on any one day. It's just stuff I need to get done during the week. This spread is something totally different and totally new because July is Camp Nano. So I am doing two little graphs here. The top one is going to be a little bar chart of how many words I write per day. The lowest I have is 0 words and the highest I have is 6,000 words. Technically I have written more than that in one day, but I don't suspect I will very often. This second chart on the bottom here is going to be a little line chart that goes up and up and up as the month goes on. So I'm going to put a little dot at wherever I am at 1K, 2K, 10K until I get hopefully to my 30K goal. And I ended up doodling the little helmet that's on the Camp NaNoWriMo website as well, which I think added a cute little thing to it. Over on the right page, I'm doing just a little brain dump section. I tend to outline and put down ideas on the computer more than anything else, but I thought it would be cool to have a little section over here that I can look back on and see what my first ideas were for this story. I did another little doodle of the helmet and a funky little version of the shield underneath it, but I think that page ended up being one of my favorites. Over on the next page is a books read spread, once again, this time with some little book doodles on it. This is really just the simplest and easiest spread because all you have to do is write out books read, do some doodles, do some washi tape, and then it is to be filled in for the rest of the month. So here is the final flip through. This is my first spread with the quote on the left and the title of the month on the right. My calendar, my to-do list, and my tracker spread, which gets used the most. My weeks in July spread, which is very satisfying to fill out. My Camp NaNoWriMo charts on the left and the brain dump section on the right. Here is a little better look at the Camp Nano graphs. And finally, the books read section. Hopefully there will be more 5-star books this time around as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe and ding the little notification bell. It really helps out my channel. I upload videos on Mondays or Fridays, sometimes both days. My short story collection, All the Woods She Watches Over, is now up for ebook pre-sales, and the physical copy pre-sales will be up very soon. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and I will see all of you next week. Bye!